nice to see you. Yeah, I've seen you around. My name's Oliver. I think I've seen you around before. Yeah, I will just be right with you. I see you're ready for your workout already, but I've just finished up a Pilates class. I just have to do some infection control, cleaning and that type of stuff. So I'll just pack up some of these towels and dirty stuff. And I'll be with you in a second after I clean up and disinfect some of the weights that we used from the class. Yeah, we have to really be careful with our sanitizing and taking care of the equipment and upholding everyone's safety. Premium alcohol wipes, 75% alcohol. I'll just use them to clean up some of the weights while you wait. So tell me, is there anything in particular I can help you with? Or you just need to ask me a few questions, or... Okay. Yeah, so you just signed up not too long ago, and you're hoping to redeem your personal trainer session. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, no, that's totally okay. In fact, I'm actually free. After I finished my class, I'm actually free now. Usually I'm on admin duties, but someone else can relieve me from my post, per se. That's no dramas. In fact, I think I remember... Yeah, that's right. I remember signing you up and taking you through the gym sign-on process. Yeah, that's right. I remember now. Well, I'll just make sure your details are all in the system. I just have to bring them up. Bear with me. Okay. Yeah, they're almost all on here. I'll just get you to please confirm your name as well as your date of birth, please. Okay. Yeah. And your date of birth. Okay. And just your address. It looks like it wasn't saved in the filing system when I entered it last time. My apologies. I might have forgotten to click save. But could you just please repeat your address for me? Okay, and then your postcode, please. Yep. Okay, that is all sorted now. Okay. I'll just get my equipment ready, but we might move over into the functional fitness area. That way we'll have a bit of space, and I'll explain what we'll go through over there. So I see you already have your towel and your dress for the part, that's for sure. So we can pretty much get straight into it. Do you have a water bottle by any chance? Because I would highly suggest bringing your own water bottle. Just for sanitary purposes rather. Just to minimize germs and such. I'm actually running low on water rather from my class, so I'm just going to go fill up mine at the bubbler just behind you. Just give us a sec. Let me get this one filled. Actually, did you need your bottle filled as well while I'm there? Yeah, that's no issues at all. I can fill that out. I can fill that up for you. Okay, I'll just take that one from you. We are. Okay, there you go. And fully hydrated. So important to stay hydrated when we're working out. Okie dokie. So let's grab our towel and let's head over to the functional fitness area. I see you have a chart from our initial assessment that we took when you first signed up here. Yeah, you would have recalled we did some objective measures, as we like to call them, just to check your progress over time and see how you are tracking, essentially. Yeah. And a folder looks a little bit like this. Well, this is the folder. It's looking a little thin at the moment, but as you continue to attend classes and scan in your little device to let you in, give you access to the place, you will find that you'll have more and more stats to track. We actually provide our members with monthly updates on their stats, such as how often they've been coming, or how many classes they've attended, etc. It's a pretty cool feature that a lot of our members have been excited for some time now. Yeah, just got introduced last month. But let's have a quick look. Okay, just refreshing the memory. Everything looks pretty good. I don't have any concerns here, but just before we continue, you didn't have any injuries or medical conditions that may pose a safety risk or hinder your ability to perform physical activity today. Please let me know. There's no judging here or anything. It's mainly for your safety. Exactly. Yeah. Your best interest is at heart here. So, okay. Well, I'll keep that in mind for sure. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. And for today, as this is your first personal trainer session out of 3, I thought today we'd just have an easy session, go through a few just basic exercises and talk more about other things that you might not think are involved with training. A few principles that I'd like to discuss, such as mind-to-muscle connection, but also just as important as the physical aspect, I think, is the mental aspect. Motivation, training for the right reasons, and getting in the right headspace, the right mindset, and that positive frame of mind per se. Straight off the bat, the fitness industry can sometimes really hyper-focus and zone in on how you look rather than how you are feeling. Quite often it's about how your appearance is in front of the mirror per se. I am here today to tell you and let you know that how you're feeling up here and inside in your relationship with that fitness is equally as important, if not even more important. I don't want you to beat yourself up about how you're looking in front of the mirror, in the gym, at home, or the weight on the scale, the number on the scale. I want you to think about how it feels, how good you feel after you've done something hard, like a workout. You've exerted energy. You've overcame this exercise, and you've participated in elevating your heart rate and reaping some of the benefits of regular exercise or physical activity. So I have here with me some equipment such as a TheraBand that we will be using in today's workout. And I also understand that during your welcome package you would have received some equipment that you may not have some experience with. What I mean by this are perhaps things like this rock tape or kinesiology tape. Kinesiology tape is the stretchy type of tape that you can apply onto your muscles or joints for a bit of joint sense positioning and feedback into your muscles when you're training, but also for pain relief and joint awareness. But yeah, I think you got one of these in your welcome package. Is that right? Or maybe something very similar. Perhaps even the larger variation maybe looks something like this, which is a bit thicker and wider in diameter. Yeah. I think you may have also received some of these vitamins. These ones, daily multivitamins, contains 7 essential vitamins, including vitamins A, C, D3, E, and B vitamins, for a convenient way to hit your everyday requirements. 60 tablets. Yeah, you did receive something like this. Perfect. Just double checking. Sometimes our members don't receive everything that is advertised. Yeah, it's a bit hard with making sure everything is stocked since we offer so much. I also have some products that you might want to look at or think about incorporating into your routine. You don't have to check them out. I'll just simply show you at the end and we can make a decision from there. Something like this one here, the creatine carbohydrate, unflavored, doesn't taste the greatest from personal experience, believe me, but this may or may not be something for you, depending on your training goals, which is very important. We need to have a goal when we're training, which really helps keep you on track and allows you to work towards something as well. Speaking of work, you would have also had one of these skipping ropes, which is a little bit tied up right now, but I think you would have received one of these in your welcome package as well. Yeah, super basic equipment, but really beneficial form of and fun form of cardiovascular training, in my opinion. So let's go through it. We'll start off with some gentle exercises. I'll just demonstrate. I'm just going to stick to some banded exercises. Now I will just demonstrate these and allow you to perform these freely. I'll just take residence across the gym. I'll let you do your own thing for a bit, come back, and then I can just give you some pointers and see how you're going. I don't want you to feel like I'm sort of breathing down your neck or anything. I want you to have a bit of fun with this on your own as well, while still remaining safe and under my supervision, of course. So, with this one, what we'll do first is a rowing action. Essentially, we're going to be performing a row, like so, and letting our shoulder blades protract forward, pulling back, squeezing in the shoulder blades, driving our elbows behind our body, chest out as we do so. We'll also be doing just some light rotator cuff work in our shoulders. So our rotator cuff is really important for maintaining stability in our shoulders. It contains 4 muscles that help provide that extra bit of security based on their attachment sites and position. Our shoulder joint is a multi-directional, omnidirectional joint and is very, very mobile, but at the same time sacrifices a bit of stability. So it's up to this rotator cuff, or these 4 muscles, to help provide a bit of extra security and stability to the joint itself, so that it can minimize and reduce the risk of subluxation, which is a partial dislocation, or a complete dislocation of the joint, to prevent joint instability, essentially. So really important to train these rotator cuff muscles. R-O-T-A-T-O-R, rotator cuff, C-U-F-F, rotator cuff, not rotor cup, as I have heard previously, a rotator cuff. Anyway, let's work on the band and just keeping our elbows tucked in toward our body. I'll just demonstrate moving out towards the side and back in, nice and steady. Out and back in, very nice and steady. I don't want you to strain yourself too hard throughout today's session, so please let me know if you feel like you're doing too much or even too little, conversely. So our last one we'll do is just an overhead press. Go ahead and grab some of those weights on the rack. Yeah, just behind you there. Yeah, plenty of weights there. Let's start maybe at a low range, low weight. we're just going to do our overhead presses as well. Good for our shoulders. Keep in mind, we want to make sure our hands aren't going too far forward in this one, too far back behind our body. Try and keep them in line with your ear, around about there, fully extending and straightening your elbow and your arm as you do so. But I know this might be a lot to think about and to take in to begin with, but don't you fear, I'll be around observing and checking your technique, your form, and making sure that you are safe above all else. That is my job, making sure that you are safe and of course having fun. So hopefully that makes sense. But just go ahead and show me your technique with those ones. I'll give you this one here. Yeah, and you can give that one a crack. Show me your rowing action. Remember, we're going like so. Just show me how you go. Perfect. And then your external rotation or opening up of the shoulder, training our rotator cuff. Perfect. Yeah, that's actually really good. And then your overhead press, just to finish off. Excellent. Maybe just go a little bit slower than that on the descent. We're trying to control the weights here, control and command the movement. Before I leave you to it, because I'd like to set you up so that you are autonomous and you can operate independently. Before I go out and sort some admin, I just wanted to talk to you about a principle about mind to muscle connection. I want you to think about activating, tensing, and contracting your muscles as you perform these exercises. What I mean by this is not just going from point A to point B when you are moving and exercising. I want you to think of, how am I going to get from point A to point B? Which muscles, which areas of the body should I feel that contraction? And which areas of the body should I feel are working hard? For example, with your rowing action, you're feeling your elbows drive behind your body. You're feeling your elbows really, really working hard in between the middle of your scapula or your shoulder blades on the medial or inner aspect, if we wanted to use some anatomical terms. Feeling those muscles really clench and tighten, as well as our latissimus dorsi or our lats on the side of our back. The wing muscles that you may have heard of people talk about in the gym world. So, I'm quite happy with your technique. I am going to do some admin very soon. However, I think it would be worth me showing you just how to use some of these pieces of equipment that were given to you in your welcome sign-up package. So this, as I said before, is our kinesiology tape, or our stretchy tape. So essentially what this is just some tape. Looks like this. Comes in many different colours. Your package might be a bit different to mine, but this amazing material can be used on multiple muscles or joints of the body, just to help with joint sense positioning or your proprioception, as well as potentially with pain and discomfort to assist with your recovery and training. So, with your tape, I want you to choose an area of the body that you might feel a bit uncomfortable or a bit sore in today. Maybe it's the elbow, maybe it's the shoulder, maybe it's the lower back or the knee. Okay, so with some skizzers or some scissors, such as these ones here, we're just going to get a piece of rock tape about the size that can cover the joint. For me, I'm going to do my thumb, but I'll just get a small amount, and we're just going to cut a nice bit there. Okay, we're not done yet. Still getting our arts and crafts on. I want you to notice that the edges are pointy, they're sharp, they're not rounded. We want them to be rounded so that the edges stick easier to your skin and do not come off as easily. For example, like so, it's a bit more rounded there, and we're just going to repeat that on the other side, on the other edge. There we go. So now you will have one piece of tape with rounded edges close to it. Next, we're just going to make a rip down the middle, that area. Excellent. And we're going to then very gently open up the tape to reveal that it is indeed stretchy. Play around with it there, like so. Next, I don't want you to apply a 100% stretch, because it will lose its adhesiveness and stickiness very quickly. So what I want you to try to do is just to apply a 50% stretch over said joint. Then let's do it on you there, where you told me about before. And then once that middle part is on, we're just going to pull the remainder of the tape and lay down the edges with a 0% stretch, just so that it sticks a lot easier. And there we go, we can take away the rubbish. And there you've just laid your first piece of kinesiology tape. So, that's not it. We then apply another piece of tape, just running the opposite direction, so perpendicular, I believe, to the original piece of tape over the area of soreness, of almost sore area of the joint or muscle. Now that's just a basic rundown of the tape. There's many different applications. And if you have any questions or anything, then I'd like you to refer to just the tutorial manual that it comes with for some amazing diagrams. And otherwise, there are plenty of grand old tutorials on the good old YouTube that I'm sure you would find will be of assistance. So, I'll leave that one with you. I'll leave you to the rest of your workout. And just to recap again, this is a journey. It's not a one-time thing. Being healthy and trying to exercise isn't easy, but I promise you that you don't have to go all out. You can take it step by step. You don't have to beat yourself up for not going 5 times a week. No one is that. It's very difficult to maintain these schedules if it's not your full-time job or anything. You know, we're all busy, we're all living our own lives, but it definitely is something worth considering to do, to elevate your heart rate, bolster your brain, improve your mood, stimulate the growth of a BDNF, or the miracle grow of our brains. BDNF is a brain-derived neurotrophic factor, and it can directly help us with our learning. In fact, one of my favorite quotes of all time goes a little something like this: if we could manufacture the effects of exercise into a pill, it would be the most expensive pharmaceutical or drug or medication in the entire world. That is how powerful the effects of exercise are on our body. So please, try to focus on how it makes you feel and how you can start to build these habits into your current lifestyle, one step at a time. And try not to focus on the mirror or the number on the scale. It's these things that can really start to get in your head. But just my recommendations, just my opinion, just my pieces of advice, and I just have the best intentions for you. And stay safe when training as well. If you have any further questions, or you just like to catch up and chat, I'll be behind the desk 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays, and I'll just update your chart to make sure to reflect your progress this session, and just to tick you off for your first personal trainer appointment. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me, but I had better go and take care of some admin work now. I'll leave you to it and enjoy your workout. Take care. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye. Thank you to my amazing patrons: Megan, Electra, Amado L, Joaquin, Gabriel, Patrick, Troy, Keith O, Andres Olan Vasquez, Stephen Underwood, Anthony Espinoza, Michaela Rajanen, Blaine Bettinger, David Emanuelson, Kenneth Clary, Beth Burton, Josh Santana, Fading Muses, Here's Mikey, Kylie Denton, JJJ, Anna Rose, Stephen Joyce, Abby Len, James Peacock, Jessica Montez, Curious Madcat, Stephanie Hood,